Vectors by Victor Carrillo. What are vectors? A vector is a line with one ending point, like this one. It always has a magnitude and direction. Here are some examples of the vectors here. There you go. How do you find the magnitude of a vector? You find the magnitude of a vector by finding the length of the vector, because the magnitude of a vector is the same thing as its length. To find the length, you need to figure out the components to the vector. Then you square both and square root the sum of the two numbers. A vector's components are the x and y value of the initial value subtracted from the terminal value. Review. Magnitude is the length of a vector. To find the magnitude of a vector, you first have to know its components. The component is the x and y value of the terminal point subtracted from the initial point. It could be the other way around. Practice question. What is the magnitude of vector A rounded to the nearest tenth? The square root of 3 squared plus 3 squared is the equation. Now, this is the equation that we will be used for this question. And this equation equals the square root of 9 plus 9, the square root, which is the square root of 18, which is 4.2. Find the magnitude of vector A round to the nearest tenth if necessary. This is the question that will be used for our question. So 5 squared plus 1 squared give us 25 plus 1 squared, which is 26, and the square root of 26 is 5.1, as you can see here. Vector W has an initial point 3, 0.8 and a terminal point of 0, 0. Find the magnitude of vector W rounded to the nearest tenth. This is the equation we're going to be using for this problem. 3 squared plus 0.8 squared give us 9 plus 0.664 squared. No, 9 plus 0.64, which give us 9.64. The square root of 9.64, which is 3.1. Find the magnitude of vector AB. The components are 9, 2. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. This is the equation we're going to be using for this problem. So 9 squared plus 2 squared gives us 81 plus 4. And 81 plus 4 is 85. You can see. And the square root of 85 is 9.2. What is the magnitude of vector AC when its components are 7, 8, round to the nearest tenth if necessary? Okay, so 7 squared plus 8 squared will be the equation that will be used for this question. 7 squared plus 8 squared to the square root. So 7 squared plus 8 squared would be 49 plus 64, and that will be 113 squared. The square root of 113, which is 10.6. Find the magnitude of vector A squared when its components. Nope. Thank you. Sorry for the technical problem there.